Hey, Danny, and welcome to my blog. And this is Living with Prostate Cancer. This was session number 19. I got 19 to go. So, After Effects today, what's going on is I'm trying to, an hour before the session, I'm trying to I'll call it crash dunk 24 ounces of water. Probably got to go an hour and 45 minutes before the session to get that water down through you. And of course, it's going to depend on how hydrated you are to begin with. Over the past, my tissue's been getting a little sore, and they will give you some special 4-in-1 pads. And if it's like here, they're like 8x8s, so you can cut them in 4s and put them in a plastic bag. What else is going on? Other than that, diarrhea. I'm taking Imodium about every 2 days to try and counteract that. They want you to stay away from fibers, so no fruits. And that's probably having an effect on your diarrhea. So I guess that's about it to this point. Just keep under your control with your water, and put some Imodium down. I'm also taking the testosterone lowering pill still. I guess we'll be taking that for another 4 months, I believe. And then I've got another testosterone lowering shot coming up, and that's good for 3 months. So that's about where I'm at. So I can keep you all up to date. Thanks for watching. If you like, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, definitely share, and we'll catch y'all again on my blog, Living with Prostate Cancer. And this is session number 19. I'm halfway there. Also, being halfway through, it happens to be Tuesday, and I see the doc today. So, might be in the dark for a minute. And you'll get the questions he's asking and where I'm at. Stay tuned. Hello, how are we doing?
Good, how are you?
Not complaining.
Could you tell me your name and your birthday?
Dana Crosby, 6/25/1960.
Any pain today?
Nope.
Anything changed? Healthcare proxy, allergies, drug, alcohol, tobacco?
Nope.
Anybody hurting you at home?
Nope.
Any fatigue today?
Mm-mm.
Any falls?
Mm-mm.
Any urinary changes, burning, straining, starting and stopping, leaking?
Standard leaking.
Nothing increased?
No increase.
Any increase in urgency or frequency?
Just depending on how much I drink.
How about urgency of bowel movements?
Nope.
Any diarrhea?
Yeah, it's continuous. I'm still taking the Imodium. I just don't know how much to actually take.
How much are you taking?
Taking a pill every 2 days. Maybe.
Okay.
And then it's taking a little bit more. It's not really a diarrhea.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Loose.
Yeah. It's
not water.
No. It's not a water. We're referring to diarrhea. It's just it's soft and loose, and not just water.
How many episodes a day?
It usually goes along when I gotta urinate because I gotta sit down. So it goes along with my urination time frame. Sometimes
Any blood in it?
No. It's basically the baby yellow. I've dropped the fruits, the daily fruit, and that's probably done a good job in controlling.
All right, I will let Doctor know you're ready, and I'll get him in here.
Okay.
Do you need anything from me?
No, probably a couple more things of those pads, and they're probably on the next, probably middle of the week or so.
You catch me and let me know when you need it. All right?
I will. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good afternoon.
You too.
Thank you.
As you can see, it's just the general questions of my urination period, if there's any pain, any blood, and then my diarrhea situation. So that's basically where we're gonna be sitting the whole time. Being halfway through, I'm assuming this is probably gonna be the way it's gonna be till the end. So you're gonna have, and again, your urination and your bowel movements are pretty much gonna be the same time. So you may have a little bit of bowel movement, you may not have any at all, but you're still gonna have to sit down. Sometimes I've been able to stand up and go. It's all going to depend on your bowel situation. So I'm going to beef up on the Modium and see if that maybe dry me up a little bit from the being on the fence between diarrhea and not. That's kind of where I'm at. Unfortunately, after you drink all that water now for the next couple hours, you're gonna have to keep draining. So we good, Doc?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
It sounds like urinary symptoms aren't an issue, but bowel symptoms are. You know, you're on this low fiber diet. Mm-hmm. You're taking an Imodium every other day,
yep.
But you're still going pretty frequently, and the consistency has changed from last week. Is what I heard. Is that right?
Okay. Well, yeah, it's gone from a loose to a strain.
Okay.
Because when I go, it's just like it just goes out till I'm done.
Okay.
And it's like probably foot and a half long of just continuous.
How many times? And you say every time you go to the bath, every time you urinate, because you sit down, you have to have a bowel move.
Pretty well. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Okay.
The gas builds up.
Okay.
So when I urinate, I may just be farting. So It's not exactly every time that I sit down, but.
How many times a day on average you say something's coming out?
I'd say if I'm going 5 times during the day, maybe 2.
Okay, so there's only twice a day where something bowel moves.
Yeah, the rest of it's usually gas.
Okay, so you know what then? I was thinking that every time you're sitting down, you're having some bowel movements out. Right. That's a lot. 4 to 5 would be too much. But if half the time it's gas,
it's
and half the time it's
exactly. Else. It's hard to tell. Sometimes I got gas.
Yeah.
And then I need to go, and I go sit down. That's all it was.
We'll keep that. That's normal for radiation. That sensation, you have to go, and then maybe not too much comes out.
Okay.
Guys,
Gas.
I'll stick with gas definitely. I'll stick with the Imodium every other day.
Okay.
Have you ever had a medicine called Gas X before?
I've heard of it. I've never really had it.
It's an over-the-counter medicine.
Okay.
And I would pick it up and I would try it. It has no interactions. What it does is it tries to dissolve and decrease the surface tension of gas bubbles, so it's easier for them to pass.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And it's a pretty gentle medicine. So I think it might, and I would add it on top of what you're doing. It might take away some of that sensation of having to go by decreasing the size of the gas, so there's not so much stretch.
Okay.
You don't feel like you have it.
Right.
And there's other medicines that also help with that sensation. Some of them are creams that you have to apply internally, but the Gas X is so gentle, and it's something you take orally.
Okay.
So I'd say that would be the only change bottle-wise.
Okay.
And your bladder filling has generally been pretty good. Today was a little bit on the lower side, but
I started it on the hour. I probably should have started in I don't think I was that hydrated prior to doing that. So usually about an hour prior, I've set it about 24 ounces.
Okay.
Of course, now I'm having a pee, so the time frame is off a little bit.
Maybe just yesterday was very full. I think there was one day last week where it was very not full, and then the other day, I think Friday wasn't full at all.
Right.
Yesterday was perfect. Today was not as bad as Friday.
Okay.
I would say I would keep it at 24 ounces, but maybe just shift the time just a little bit earlier on days where you feel
about an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah,
prior.
maybe
see if that works.
See that. I think that's a good thing to play around with and see. But I think otherwise things are going the way they're supposed to go.
Okay.
So I won't make any other changes.
It's
just
a halfway
Gas X.
point now, so
You're doing a good job. What questions do you have for me about this?
none whatsoever. None at this point. It's just monitor, trying to get my water correct. And then my tush has been getting a little sensitive, so I've been using the pads you're saying.
Good.
And that's working really well.
Do you have enough of them still at home?
Yeah, I just got 3 more the other day.
Gotcha.
So I'll probably good till next week. Other than those discomforts, I really can't think of any. I'm not having any pain. I'm not sure if I've got to weight shifting at this time. I don't know.
Some of it can happen from the anti-testosterone therapy because it does change some of the metabolism in your body.
Speed. Okay.
But it will be a short-lived thing, especially with a 6-month course. But definitely watching portion control and things like that can make a big difference.
Okay.
But Gas X.
Okay.
Easiest thing to do. Change some of the timing for filling.
Okay.
I got to run upstairs to check a CT scan.
Okay.
And keep doing what you're doing otherwise.
Gotcha. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
And we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
All right, see you next week or tomorrow. Tomorrow. So there we are. Good to go. All right, so there we are on number 19, halfway through, and that was the session with the doc. All right, so thanks for watching. If you like, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, definitely share. And you'll catch me on the next in his vlogs, living with prostate cancer.